Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness. I am so excited that you're seeing this video today, that I'm sharing this welcome information with you. If my eyes are going all over the place, it's because I'm looking at a split screen, so I can be sure that I don't forget anything, because this is one of the most important calls that you will have as you launch your business. Very first thing that I want to say is that you're not here by mistake, and that you have been prayed over. This business has been prayed over, and my ability to lead you to success, whatever that looks like for you, has been prayed over. And I'm so excited to share this information with you. Okay, so just a couple of things. You're going to watch this entire video, I recommend, all at one time. And then you are going to come back to me with any questions. Just jot them down as you're going through. You can pull up my messenger on your phone as you're watching this and type them out. But be sure you can sit down and get through this video. Okay, first things first. I think it's very important to understand a little bit about how the comp plan works pretty quickly, but not be overwhelmed by it. So, all of our comp plan information can be found at www.getbasepay.com. And I'm going to screen share and show you that. I'm in a hotel and the internet is not the best. So hopefully this works the way we want it to. So you can just type that website in from your phone or your desktop, and it will take you right to it, and you can see our entire comp plan here, the ins and the outs. Here is some very good friends of mine, Erin and Kathy Parker. Erin is the comp plan master. So you can watch this video and it can help you if you're more of a visual person. I'm going to take you through this super duper quick. This is going to be one of those things that if you have additional questions, you definitely need to come to me. So first things first, we do earn commission. Commission is one of the smallest payouts that we're going to get, though, because we're here for the big bonus checks. So commissions is $7 to $10 per product. And it's one of those things that if you sell something that week, you're going to get a commission check for it on Friday. It's actually held over a week. If you don't, then you may not get a commission check. And that is okay, because we are not here for the commissions. You are never going to grow at the rate that you want if you are just aiming for those product sales and commissions. So that is commissions. Next, what all of you all are going, we're going to skip the launch bonus and we're going to go down to Run to Jade. If you are watching this video, I want you to know that your Run to Jade is an opportunity for you to earn $500 in bonus cash, words are hard, in your very first 30 days, but the clock starts ticking the day that you enroll. So if you enrolled today, you got 30 days from today. If you enrolled yesterday, you got 30 days from yesterday. If you enrolled 2 weeks ago, you have got to hit the ground running. So what is Jade? Jade is the very first stop on our rank roadmap. I would say about 90% of the women who join to do business with me, they hit Jade in their very first month. And once you get to Jade, it just lights a fire inside of you to look at those bigger ranks, those bigger monthly payouts, those bigger Jeep bonuses, and keep on running. So what you need to know about how to build your Jade is that you have 30 days to do it. It's going to be a $500 bonus for you. And it is very, very, very simple. So you are going to be up here at the top. This number of PV right here, 100 PV, that's 100 personal volume. That is going to be different for everybody. You may not have purchased 100 personal volume worth of product. You may have purchased 300 or 400 or 500. The thing that I want you to know is that PV is not points per dollar, so it doesn't match up. If you spend $100, you don't get 100 PV. That's not how it works. It's different on different products. But whatever you signed up with, you are up here at the top. This is you with your personal volume. What you have to do to get to Jade is go out and find 2 people who want to do this with you, 2 people who want to earn monthly income. If they are interested in the products, that's a bonus, but I'm going to shoot you straight here and tell you that I am here for the business. If you haven't heard my story, I did not come to this company for the products. I do use the products day in and day out. Now, my husband and I have transitioned over all of our supplements to Trinont products except pre-workout, I think. And we love them and we live by them and we stand by them because they're clean, they're science-backed, and they are all natural. But I came to this business for the income. And so that is primarily how I teach, and that is primarily how I'm going to lead you. It doesn't mean you have to follow that path. If you are more of a product person, I can teach you how to individualize your business to that. But moving forward here, you're going to go out today, starting today, and you are going to go find two people who want to do this business, two people who want to earn income. Okay. And they are going to go buy a starter package just like you did. Their PV is going to depend on what they purchase. I recommend everyone enrolls with a builder bundle. I personally think that that is how you get the most for your money. Those are some of our top products, and you get a little bit of a discount on it when you enroll as an associate. So I recommend everybody start with the builder bundle. If they do that, and if it's totally okay if you're like, oh my gosh, what's the builder bundle? It's okay. We're going to get there. Okay. But right now I just want you to focus on these numbers and how this all plays out. So when they purchase a builder bundle, they are going to produce 200 PV. Okay. So you're going to go find two people who want to work, and then they are going to go find two people who want to work the business. And each of those two people are going to purchase a builder bundle, which is going to create the volume that you need. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 plus you is 13. 1,300 volume is all that you need to hit Jade in your first month. I'm going to scroll real fast here. Don't get yourself sick. Jade in your first month is 100 PV for yourself, which you got with your own personal purchase. 2 personally sponsored associates, which is those 2 people at the top, and 1,300 group volume collectively from those people under you. When you do that in your first 30 days, you're going to get a $250 base pay. You are unlocking that base pay for yourself month after month. $350 Jeep bonus that you are unlocking for yourself month after month. And then in addition to that, since you did it in your first 30 days, you're going to get that additional $500 bonus. So you're probably listening to this, you're like, okay, Amber, but what about people who don't want to work the business? What if I have a mom who needs to lose some weight? What if I have a dad who needs the collagen? What if I have a sister who wants the GLP-1 powder? All of that is just cream on top. All of those people that you're going to be customers that you're going to be selling products to and making product recommendations, that is all just going to be additional volume that funnels into your business that helps create those higher ranks for you. But foundationally, your Jade is going to be built upon this structure. 2 people who want to earn income with you, and then you're going to grab those 2 people, you're going to get them on a call with me. I'm going to tell them this exact same thing, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, of course I want to earn $1,000 in my first month. That's what all of that adds up to, the 500, the 250, and then the 350 Jeep bonus. Of course I want to earn $1,000 in my first month, and I'm going to teach them to do the same thing I'm teaching you to do, to go out and grab 2 people. And so you see how this business easily becomes a system that is duplicatable, and the system leads to success. So Jade, run to Jade in your first 30 days. If you do not understand this, please be sure that you send me a message, you grab me on the phone, you say, hey, Amber, we got to talk about this. I don't understand it, because you will be kicking yourself in the hind end. I promise you, if you miss that $500 bonus, because if you do not hit it in your first 30 days, you can be Jade. You can take 2 months to get to Jade, or 3 months to get to Jade, or 6 months to get to Jade, however long you want to take. And you're going to get that $250 base pay unlocked for yourself, but you're not going to get that additional $500 bonus. So that is the gist of how you're going to earn income quickly in this business. Now, we do have some other bonuses. For example, the accelerator bonus, which doesn't apply to you till after your first 30 days. So we're not even going to go there. And then the builder bonus promotion. The builder bonus promotion is one that I particularly love. If you have followed me for any amount of time, you know that I am here for the income. I am here to build big. I never want to go back to a 9-to-5. And I'm currently trying to get my husband home from his 9-to-5. So I'm here for those big, huge bonus payouts. So what this means is that as your team starts to grow and you start to produce more and more volume, when you get to these benchmarks here, your 90-day benchmark, your 150, your 210, your 270, if you have cumulatively the volume that is required for that particular time frame, you're going to get those bonus payouts. So in your first 90 days, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus payout if you have 6,000 in volume. Now you're probably going to be like, well, Amber, how am I ever, 1300 is Jade. How am I ever going to get to 6,000? I'm going to show you how you're going to get to 6,000 and your mind is going to be blown. So, run to Jade. Here we are. I hope nobody's like getting sick from the scrolling. So here is how you're going to build your Jade, which is going to give you 1300 volume. Okay. But you also got your business partner number one, who's trying to do the same thing. So when that person hits Jade, you can add another 1300 volume to your cumulative volume. Next, whenever your second business builder hits Jade, you can add another 1300 to that cumulative volume. So you can see that right there puts you at almost 4,000 volume with just you three. So you can see how that volume really starts to add up fast. Now, what I want you to do, because we're going to have an in-person meeting. This is just your very first stop. You've got a big long welcome message with lots of things to do, lots of things to click through, downloads, pages, all the stuff. And you're going to work through that. You're going to watch this call, and there's going to be an additional one or two maybe videos that I'll have you watch before we actually meet in person. But when we meet in person, I want you to have really studied this chart. I want you to have prayed over it. I want you to have talked to your spouse about it, your significant other, whoever it is. Maybe it's just you and that's okay. But I just really ask that you take some time to look at this, because one of the things that I'm going to ask you is, what are you here for? And that is very, very important for me to understand from the very beginning. What are you here for? Are you here to get to Jade? I'm sipping on Mojo. If you didn't get Mojo in your purchase, just go ahead and go onto your storefront and purchase it, because it's a coffee nootropic and it's a mood improver, and it helps you focus, and it has clean caffeine. So one of the things I'm going to ask you is, what are you here for? So you're going to look at this and you're going to ponder and you're going to pray about it and you're going to think about it, and you're going to come back to me when we have that meeting, and you're going to tell me what you're here for. Are you here for $250 a month? If you are, that's okay. If $250 a month is what motivates you, I'm so happy for you. And I'm going to be sure that you know how to do that, and that you know how to unlock that monthly base pay for yourself month after month after month after month. If you come to me and you say, you know what, Amber, $250 a month is great, well, that'll add to our grocery bill or whatever. But I'm here for more than that. Like I'm here to pay off a debt or a student loan, or I'm here to get horseback riding lessons for my daughter. That is what Eva's big thing is right now. And that's something that this business is going to give us the opportunity to do for her. Maybe you're saying, Amber, I need money to pay my bills, like whatever it looks like for you. You might say, Amber, I want to completely replace my career with this income. Whatever it is, you're going to come to me when we have our first one-on-one meeting, and you're going to tell me what that is. And I'm going to hold you accountable to it. If you tell me, you know what, Amber, I need to be making $6,000 a month, which is down here at Sapphire Pro, for this to be worth my time and for this to be life-changing for my family, then I'm going to make sure that you have a plan to get there. And then I'm going to hold you accountable to it. I'm going to check in with you, and I am going to make sure that when time gets tough, when you're running short on time, when you start to get frustrated or a little bit burnout, because that happens in every single job, I'm going to be like, remember when you told me that $6,000 was what it was going to take to completely change your family's lives? We're going to do this. We're going to link arms and we're going to do this together. Okay, so that is the comp plan in a nutshell. It is definitely a little more detailed than that, but that is the main gist of it. Now, let's see. Okay, so one of the things that you had in your welcome info was some Facebook pages that you need to request access to. One of those is the Legacy Makers page. This is our overall team page. So this is not like Amber and her 50 people. This is like our big, huge team page, okay? There's a lot of stuff that goes on in there. Do not get overwhelmed by that. Do not see all those posts and notifications and start going nutso in your brain. You just need to put it on your daily checklist, or however you're going to work your business, and we'll talk more about that, to go to that page and be sure once a day you know what's going on in there. That is where all of our trainings are housed for the most part, all of our bigger trainings. And you will probably see that sometimes there's 3 or 4 trainings a day that's happening. And it's not meant for you to go to every single training. It's meant for you to look at what the topic is and see if that is something that you feel like you need to help your business grow. And I will also be helping you with that. So I will be messaging you saying, oh my gosh, this is a great call for you. Be sure you get on here. A lot of times they're recorded or they're streamed into the page live so that you can go back and watch them later. That is the Legacy Makers page. There is another page called the Look Good, Feel Good page. That is our hub for all customer prospects. So when you go to that page, you will see that every single person who has ever used a Trinont product, who has a testimony that they want to share, or a before and after, or just a story about what these products have done for them, it is housed in that group. So there's a couple different ways to use that group. One of the ways that I use it is if I'm talking, let's say, to my sister. And I call her up and I say, hey girl, I'm doing this new business where I'm trying these new products. I'm on my health journey. I want you to do this with me. And she says, Amber, oh my gosh, I just went to the doctor last week and he is trying to get me to take one of the weight loss shots because my weight is really starting to impact my health. So I'm going to hear what she says. I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to send you some information about what I have that can help you. I'm going to hang up that phone. I'm going to go to the Look Good Feel Good group and I'm going to go to the search engine in that group and I'm going to search weight loss shot or Ozempic or Mounjaro or I don't even know all the names of them. What it's going to do is it's going to generate all of the posts that people have created that have that phrase or that name in it. And then you're going to have a gold mine that you can send to your sister and say, screenshot it. Say, look at this woman's story. She was in the same place you were. Her doctor recommended she take the shot. Here's the products that she's using. Look at her story. Listen to her story. Look at her transformation. This is amazing. Now, you can do that for everything. You can, if you're talking it, like if your bestie is postpartum and she's like, can you just tell me what I need postpartum? Go to that group, search postpartum, see what people are using because you cannot be the expert in all of the things. There's just too many products. You're personally not going to use every product. You're not going to have a personal story or testimony with every product. So you have to rely on that group to a certain extent. Another thing you can do is just add people to the group. If you have friends or family or people that you're chatting with that you think are interested in the products, just add them to that page so that they can scroll through there and find all of that information on their own. That's a mouthful. Okay, I think that's all of the pages. One of the apps that you're going to be asked to download is the Boards app. The Boards app is super duper helpful, but there's really only one thing that I find myself using in there frequently, and that is going to be the product info tab. The Boards app is free, so if it prompts you to purchase something, do not purchase it. The board that we use is free. I'm going to try to show you as best as I can what it looks like on here. I don't know how good that'll be on this Zoom though. Okay, so the board that we use is called Legacy Makers. You're going to go to the product info tab, and in here is every single product that we have in this neat little what we call product flyer that tells all about the products. Okay, what you're not going to do, I repeat, what you're not going to do is post these product flyers on your page. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody will read that. Facebook hates it. You will get kicked out of the algorithm out in no man's land. Do not do it. What these product flyers are for is for you to educate yourself on the products or for you to send prospects. So let's say you go to that page for your bestie and there's all these postpartum mamas are recommending 3 things, these 3 products. Like just for example, let's say they're recommending Activate, Transform, and Glow. And you're like, well, I only use Activate out of those 3. I don't know what those other 3s are. What's Glow? What does Glow do? You can go grab the product flyer for Glow and you can send it to her. You can go grab all 3 of them and you can send it to her and say, hey sis, here's the products that I think that you need. Read about them. Here's what they're going to do for you. Now let's get you signed up to do this with me. So that is that. Very, very helpful. Let's see, the Telegram app is helpful as far as things that you can share on social media. So all of these cute shareable story slides, and stuff like that can be found on here. I hesitate to tell my new people this though, because you cannot just throw this stuff up in your story and then say nothing about it. Nobody's going to read them. They're going to just click, 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 click right through, maybe totally exit the story altogether. So what I recommend doing is, let's say you're going to use these for her slides. You need to have a story of you talking about this product that is for women who are perimenopausal, full-blown menopause, or post-menopause. Here's what these products are doing for other people. This is a clean, all-natural product. It has ashwagandha, blah, 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 all the things, and then share the slide about the product. But we're not going to let these shareable slides replace us actually talking in our stories about these products and about this business, okay? What else? You are being placed into my team chat. You're probably already there. If you're not, I'll add you. You might have to text me and say, Amber, add me to the team chat. That is where I give you all the information that you need to know for my own little team hub. So let's say me, myself, and I, Amber, I'm going to be hosting a team call on Monday night about X and Y, Z. I will post it in there and I will have a little flyer. I'll have the time. Let's say there is a 4th of July sale that's coming out, and you didn't have time to get on the call and hear about that sale. You can guarantee that that information is going to be going through that chat. So that is something that you need to check frequently. If you have questions, take them there. If you bring them to me individually, that's fine. Now, obviously, you're going to probably have a list of questions to send me after this, and that's fine. But after that, if you just have like, hey, where do I find this? Hey, can you tell me more about this product? Hey, blah, blah, blah. You're going to put it in that group, because where I'm one person trying to individually respond to hundreds of people, all of those are my associates who are all doing the same thing you're doing, and they can probably answer the question first. But as far as questions go, after we have our one-on-one call and I answer all of your questions and I hear about your goals and we make your plan of action, there is a process that I want you to use for answering questions. And it is you have got to try to find the answer yourself first. You're going to go to the Tronc website. You're going to go through the Facebook pages. You're going to search all the things. You're going to throw it in Google, whatever you got to do. You're going to try to find the answer first on your own. That is not to delegate work from me. That is to make you a leader. That is to make you a problem solver. That is to make you someone who can grow in their business. If you cannot find the answer, then you're going to take it to our chat. And you're going to say, hey, I looked here and here and here. I cannot find this answer. Does somebody know where this is? Can someone answer this for me? Okay. So we're going to be working very closely together to be sure that you know exactly how to lead someone just like I'm leading you. There is a little bit of a honeymoon phase, is what I like to call it, where you are still learning about this. You don't know how to share this comp plan. You don't know how to share all these pages. You don't know how to do all this, and that is fine. I will assume responsibility for that. I'm going to help you get your team up and running. But the end goal is for you to assume the responsibility of this leadership on your own when you're ready. I will pass that baton to you only when you're ready, not before you're ready. Okay, I think that's everything. So you have a little bit of homework, okay? You are going to have your list of questions. You are going to go watch the ChatGPT video. You might have already watched it. If you haven't already watched it, go watch it. I'm not sure if I sent that to you yet. And then you're going to send me a message and you're going to say, hey, Amber, I am ready for my one-on-one welcome call. And I'm going to schedule a time with you to do that. You have one other piece of homework, and that is that you are going to post your teaser post, okay? I will send you an example of what a teaser post looks like in your welcome info. If you haven't already seen that, it's there. You cannot just copy paste that. You need to make it your own. You need to make it sound like you, but it is a good backbone outline of what your post should be like. It can be a post with you and your family. It can be a selfie of yourself, whatever you want that to be like, but it does need to have a picture attached to it. So that is it, I think. I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait to meet with you one-on-one. I cannot wait to see what this business does for you and how it impacts you and your family. So let's see. Let me find the stop recording button. And all right, y'all. Bye.